I read a little bit about it at the top of the hour, but what is not church?
Yeah, so Not Church is a spiritual community that I founded that grows out of like my social media stuff and my podcast on belief, and basically it's full of people that are interested in spirituality, but it's people of all kinds of religious identities and non-identities. There's Buddhists, there's Celtic mystics, there's atheists and agnostics and Christians. A common thread amongst most of them is that they've experienced significant religious trauma. They're not really interested in going to church, but they're interested in spirituality. And the whole Not Church name came along early on. Somebody said, this is like church. It's like all the things I miss from church. There's community. We talk about spiritual things. We are there for each other, but nobody's telling me I'm going to hell because I've got a tarot deck on my bedside table. And so that's what it is. It's very much like all of these beautiful parts of church, but everybody there has this posture of mutual respect and learning and exploration. But like somebody has a surgery, we know what time it is. People light candles, hold space, do energy work, whatever they do at that time, and check in on the people after. Like very much like church, except it's a church that I've always wished existed, and I never found.
I love that. I love
And
that.
this is an online gathering, or do you guys also
It's all
meet in person?
online. It's asynchronous. Okay. We do Zooms twice a week, and also we have most everybody there has some sort of religious trauma around being manipulated out of money from churches, and so we don't accept donations. It's a pay for what you get model. It's $3 a month through Patreon. And if anybody can't swing $3 a month, they just DM me on social media and I let them in for free because like God wasn't a capitalist.
Right.
Amen.
Right.
That's great. Yeah. How do people, if someone is interested in Not Church, how do they become a part of that? Where would they go online?
They just go to patreon.com/skepticpastor and sign up there. And, if you find me online, there's links in my profile, right? That's what we have to say on every video.
That's awesome. Now, what's your religious background? Did you come from fundamentalist Christian, conservative Christian, Southern Baptist, Baptist-costal? What brand of
I grew up
species of Christian are you?
Yeah. I grew up in the United Methodist Church, but like I said, in the Deep South, at that time, it was no different than the Southern Baptist Church that was on the other side of the park, except that we baptized babies. And so I very much grew up in evangelical Christianity, conservative Christianity. And my church didn't do things with teenagers on Wednesday nights. So that's when I got, full on into the charismatic movement and
got radicalized.
Went non-denominational, fell on the floor, did all the things. On Wednesday nights. So that's how I grew up.
Similar to me.
Yeah, and I could play the guitar and sing. So if I ever walked into a youth room, I was immediately recruited to be in the band.
Right. Now, do you still, other than the Not Church, are you still pastoring like in a physical church space too, or
no? I'm 100% online.
Oh, okay. And did you go to seminary and everything, do all that?
I went to seminary. I'm still ordained in the United Methodist Church, and they have endorsed this crazy project. When I proposed it being official, I was certain that they were going to say no, but I don't know if there was like a gas leak in the room where they were meeting or what, but like they were like, yeah, go for it.